Hey guys, so in this quick little look at the Spacewalk e-bike M5, we don't go very fast in this video, and so I'm not wearing jeans, not wearing gloves, not wearing a helmet. But if you're going to be going much more than like 15 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour, I recommend jeans, gloves, and a helmet. Just wanted to say that because we're riding this one mostly in grassy areas and slowly, so just prefacing that before starting this video. Hey guys, so I'm having a really rough day. Not a bad day, but a really rough day because our neighbors decided to move their dumpster at 3:45 in the morning. And I just couldn't go back to sleep, so I had to do some work. I did a full day of work, and I still don't feel like I can really go to sleep. And you know what? I think it's time to review this. So this came yesterday. It's from Spacewalk e-bike. And I'm really excited to start doing e-bike reviews because I know a lot of people that need e-bikes. You know, I don't need a bunch of e-bikes. Me and Thais only need 2. I don't think this will fit me too well. But you know what? I have a friend who's a carpenter in the area, and his son, I bet his son would love this. So I'm going to come at this with the mind of like a 19-year-old. I mean, I already come at stuff as the mind of a child anyway. But even though I'm more of a commuter type person, I'm really curious about this. And I'm curious how to do off-road. So it was the M5. I think it's called the M5. I just feel like a little pick-me-up. And I gotta admit, getting electronics in the mail is pretty good for that, because it's desirable nonsense. It's nice to have stuff that you want. Interesting. Look at that. So I picked the orange one. This is an e-bike roughly in the like $600 range. It's a little bit short. I kind of like that, to be honest. I have a 28-inch rim Ross at the moment, and that is way too big for me, so it's kind of nice to go down to a tiny bike. I wish I could have like a 24-inch bike, but a lot of companies go for these. Now the question is, how good is the headlight? Well, it has a really big headlight that comes with it, so that's pretty good. Now, my electric e-bike has left me high and dry in the middle of traffic quite a few times, where I've pulled the accelerator and it just goes like maybe 3 miles an hour and have to pull over. It makes me regret paying like the $1,300 that I paid for that damn electric bike. And it was the one that's all kitted out too, and it just, from day one, it just doesn't really work. So I'm curious how responsive the controls will be. And then also I'm curious, how good is the low end of this? How easy is it to go slowly on a trail? That would be pretty cool for this. I believe these fold out for the headlight. Okay, not too bad. You know, I've never had a mini bike, so this is kind of interesting. Oh, and by the way, it came with its own tools too, so that's nice. Okay, let's see. I still don't know what voltage it is. Looks like it was already set to on. This is the thing that kind of worried me when I got it. It's pretty well long charged, so that's bad to leave it like that, but oh well. And I believe, yeah, so the key is here. All right. Oh, that's an interesting connector. I've never seen that kind of connector before. Oh yeah, I will not be riding this very much today. I'm too tired. Just dropped my phone and it popped out of my 3D printed case. Now, how do you turn it on? Oh, okay. That's the same display as the electric bike. That's interesting that you can take your keys out. Now the wheels are really soft, but so it does have pedal assist. Yeah, I don't like that. How do I turn that off? That's the first thing I'm going to look up. I absolutely hate pedal assist because this is just like the electric. It has that damn. This is why I make my own e-bikes for the longest time. It's just, it takes too long to go, and then like earlier, it kind of wanted to go on its own, and you get these weird situations where it goes without you telling it to. So I'm going to go into the settings and turn that off. Oh, so the key, it doesn't turn off the power, it just locks this. That's what you get for a $600 e-bike, I guess. But let's see the information. 48 volt, 15 amp hour. That's pretty good. Lithium ion. I kind of wish we'd get into lithium iron phosphate before long. And then we have a 2 amp charger. That won't be very fast to charge with, but oh well. And it uses a 5.5 millimeter barrel jack. So the only way for you to make it undrivable with the key is if you take the battery out and physically lock it from being put in. They can still take the bike, and they can still take this, and they can still undo these Phillips heads to remove it. So really all the key does is stops people from stealing your battery. But they'd probably just steal your bike. So yeah, so it's a little bit smaller. It is a mini bike. It's not really a commuter. Isn't that funny? So normally I go for commuters, and I find it interesting that it has, I guess this is just an industry standard display now, because I see this on a bunch of e-bikes now. Yeah. It's kind of wild. But it has a 15 amp hour battery, 48 volts, so it's kind of, you could even take this battery and make your own e-bike with it, but it has controls like a regular, like a motorcycle, like a Honda Grom. It's more just like an Honda
No way, is this turn signals?
Oh, let's see. Let's see if it is.
It is.
Oh, actually, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty no American driver is going to even notice that.
Way. No way.
Because they're even like, there's no cyclists here while they drive over 3 cyclists. So, right. So I'm actually going to look up real quick before we leave our Wi-Fi area how to set this because this has the same pedal assist thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge fan of it because sometimes it detects it whenever it's not actually pedaling. Like when I first got on it, it started going.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
We had that problem with the electric too.
We did.
And when you're trying to slow down, it kicks in like, oh, you're going too slow? Whoopsies.
I'm curious to see if this will have the same issue where it just stalls for no reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually gonna use this phone we're recording with to find out how you turn that off. Actually, I probably shouldn't because I might be selling this afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna sell it for like $50, $100 to a friend. So, I probably shouldn't turn that off. Okay, so for the point of this video, I'll keep it like that. How about that?
Okay. Should I turn mine on too then?
Sure.
Let's see if I remember how to...
Hold the button down. Seems like a lot of these are actually...
The light is on, the pedal assist. Oh, for the electric, if you just do the plus and minus, it seems like it'll set the pedal assist.
Yeah, but that's the strength. It can still take input from this.
Right.
And it can still... Does yours have a side next to the pass that says manual?
No.
Okay, then. Let me, Okay, so I guess this displays a little bit... all the silicone caulk that I took off that window.
Yes, it's
Interesting. So this one, you can see auto and manual is actually on the the shadow mask. It's not a CRT. I know it's not a shadow mask. I'm sorry. This one they actually use it, so they have it on manual. So maybe I'm trying to double click.
Oh, look, manual. If I hold the plus.
Oh,
and
interesting.
And it turns on the headlight too.
Okay. So I'm gonna. Does this turn on the headlights?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. So me and Thais are both really tired after yesterday. We did get a lot of sleep, but gosh, yesterday I was really pushing it, and that's why I was able to do some things. But today we're kind of healing. So normally, like if we take this on the trails, I'm going to be wearing jeans and gloves like Thais is doing, but we're just going to be taking it for a spin around the block, and we're going to be avoiding traffic, and I don't really want to be going very fast, so I just feel like being in casual attire.
Yeah.
But I recommend for our viewers.
Yeah, we have helmets too.
Yeah, we do have
We're not
helmets.
going very fast today,
So this is definitely our neighbor Mike would love this bike.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He does all sorts of stupid shit. We're gonna go to that shadow up there. I'm gonna park in the shade up here to pump up the bike.
Yep.
I didn't want to be in the sunlight. See, I'm thinking of that after the fact. I just started going and then I forgot that I had the bike tire pressure down, but I was like, oh, wait a minute, we have shade over here. Yeah, this is not a two-hand dealie. Let me pull on the clutch. I happen to have a small... Do you just want to hold this for me? I think we go to Hoffman Park.
Yeah.
So we're going to go up this one-way street, and we're going to... We're actually going to take our little kind of secret pathway under the bridge so we can avoid the traffic, because the traffic's going to be nuts. So I don't actually want to be doing much filming while we're riding because these bikes are a little squirrely. So I'm going to go around and then I'll come back and pick up the camera. That probably would be the wise solution. I'm playing with an irresponsible bike.
Yeah.
And yet doing responsible things. Oh, it's squishy. Now I can pick up the camera. I just don't want you having to film while riding.
I don't want to do that.
No,
either.
I don't want to have a medical emergency.
Nah.
A little bit squishy, but...
It's called Spacewalk.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's got shocks in the back too. See, this one doesn't have that, but this is more of a commuter
Yeah.
bike anyway.
Oh, maybe that is the suspension, huh?
Because like
See, I'm used to like ATC 185s, like Honda 3-wheelers and stuff, but there's no suspension.
There is absolutely suspension back there.
I do kind of like that.
Yeah.
I just wish that it was more of a commuter bike, but they said they actually want to send me other ones, so I could do this thing where I do a bike every 6 months. You had that issue again? You had that issue again?
Yeah, it would not.
Yeah, so I had that issue on that bike that we paid twice as much for, that it just won't go.
Yeah, like it wouldn't go. That's why I was pedaling at the end.
Yeah.
Because it just would not go.
So that's what happened, okay.
Yeah.
Man, that bike annoys me so much. That's like,
I know.
I wish that was given to me for free and I didn't spend like so many months of work wages on it. Okay, this is actually pretty comfy. I don't want to blaze around this corner. They're doing a good job adding bike lanes here, but not quite good enough because the drivers are still just absolutely crazy going over the SEPTA tracks. We're going to take a left up here. We're actually going to go under. I know, like that's one issue I've had with that electric. I keep having issues of it being squeaky. This one, the brakes are actually really calibrated nicely. Doesn't that go figure? You pay like $1,200 or $1,300 for an e-bike and it comes up with all these issues, but then you get one sent to you for free, and like this M5 is actually pretty good. It's just a style that I don't normally go for. That's the only issue with me reviewing it. But it's a nice little bike. Yeah, I know. So you're having that issue too with the throttle? This one, it actually addresses all the issues that I have. Let's take a ride up here. So this bike actually does low speed really well. Really well. That bike does not. Everybody trying to get around traffic. Man, people are nuts out here. I'm able to run on the same brake and it's working really well. Yep, I'm gonna accept any review bikes I can get, because I mean that's a bike that I can get somebody else to have. Ooh, this is nice. It's one more bike that will be in the area that somebody will be driving around, because I don't need all these bikes. I know.
Like I had to break down the hill pretty much the whole time.
Well, I was braking the entire way.
I figured.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Gosh, why do they put them on the left side?
For all the righties out there.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? So you're having that issue again, huh?
Yeah, it was fine for the most part. But you know, that throttle is either
That's the other issue I have with
there's
this.
no smooth throttle.
And this one I'm not having that issue with. I actually do like the smoothness of it. Yeah, this one, it does have that programmed delay in it, but it doesn't have a, like that one is, you cannot get, like the difference between on and 10 miles an hour is this much on that one.
Yeah.
And this one you can, I mean, let's see. I'm going to come back. You don't have to get on your bike. 3 miles an hour, okay. Oof. I don't like doing it one-handed. I need to find a solution that I can have like two hands on this. I did uncover a little bit of an oscillation, so whenever you pull this in, it does kind of shimmer a little bit. But I think that's just the braking playing with the suspension. I think that's mostly it. This bike has really good low speed control. Like you can go just like almost 2 miles an hour. And you actually have really good resolution on this. So this would be good for technical riding. Yeah, that one is just not.
Like, I'm having a hard time going so slow.
I know. This one is actually pretty easy. Hey, you know what? Do you want to give it a shot?
That ain't gonna work for me. My legs are way too long.
You have those Sailor Moon long anime girl legs.
Yeah, like my torso's shorter, and I got all this.
Yep.
That's not working on there.
Well, get on your lanky e-bike and... The low center of gravity actually is pretty good for this. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have made you ride this one. Yeah, you're curious, and now you're killed by your curiosity.
How that was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't see that. I mean, it's more for walking, but
I know, but
you haven't gone up yet. You want to go?
yeah, I do.
Okay, let's go. I'm just not going to record because, well, okay, I can record.
You don't have to. It's getting tight.
I'll just do it like an idiot. I hate that this goes down. Why lose space? I hate that it goes down there. They lost some of their altitude in the design. Woo! How are you doing on speed?
You know.
Yeah. Woo! I will say the suspension is really nice. So let's see. I'm gonna put it on the current setting so we can monitor the current. How much does it take to go like 10 miles an hour? Slightly uphill. let's just say 4 amps. So it's 200 watts. Well, like 3.5. I shouldn't let it get any thicker, because any more weeks and this will be really hard to cut. But oh, this is an interesting plant. Is this like it's like a tree that grew up? I didn't even know that was growing there. That was like that high before. See, I'm trying to kill all this knotweed, and not necessarily kill it, but it takes over, and whenever a plant dies, it doesn't let the new ones grow up. And last year, I made a big effort to clear out this whole hillside. So it does look bad. There is a lot of Japanese knotweed here, but I already can see a few saplings that are getting a lot more sunlight. So I guess what I should do is I should probably go to the workshop and get my sickle and come down here. This might be useful as a tool for, because like walking home after coming here and working is pretty difficult. So this could be useful for that.
Oh yeah.
And I do like that it's smaller, because the electric is, I keep saying electric, but the electric, dumb name, it's almost as dumb as my Cuz D saw.
Yeah.
It's like, what, Cousin D? What? Cuz? Because? I don't know. But the Spacewalk, that's actually a cool name. I'll give them that.
Question.
Yes?
Does it feel like a spacewalk kind of when you're riding on it? Because you know they're trying to get in your mind like, oh, it's just...
I don't think they're trying that.
No, you don't think so?
Their other ones don't even have suspension.
Oh, really? I
No,
didn't know that.
it's just
Never mind,
it's just English words
Okay.
to them. Yeah. Yeah. This is like a bow fang or whatever. It's like, it's not really
I gave it too
fangs.
much
You know what I mean?
Alright.
Oh yeah, this is the Chow Yang tires. So it's just, you know, because they probably want a spacewalk, because this is how a lot of these companies do. They want it to be like futuristic and talking about the aspirations of. It's kind of like how the company that made the radio flyer, like, wanted to commemorate the radio and the advent of flight, so they named a cart
A wagon?
a wagon after radio flyer.
Yeah.
What does that mean? It's the same kind of word choice. It's not that they want high suspension, I don't think, but I could be wrong. It is good suspension though. Not bad for a free review. Ooh. This doesn't really have the power to come up this. So you had that issue again where the throttle just turned off.
Yeah.
I think maybe just the circuit board just like loses power or something. Like,
I'm not sure.
keep in mind, this is a bike that if you charge it with it on, it can fry its onboard computer.
Yeah.
So like, we're not talking about really smart stuff here. I do kind of like how this Japanese knotweed has made such a wall here. It's kind of neat. It's a bit Japanese. Funny how that works. You're really supposed to ride a bike on this?
Ain't no way.
I wish I pulled up my phone sooner, because they're all backed up.
Oh man, he's on the sidewalk and stuff? Oh, man.
Yeah. You don't even save on the sidewalk here. That's our first little look at the, I think it's the M5. If I'm M5, it says M5 on the top. I keep thinking M6, M5, I can't remember. But Does it say on the side? No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, this would be really good if you have a lot of off-road places to go. We have some places in mind that we will take it in the future. And we'll probably do like maybe 3 big adventures with it. This was one small adventure. And thank you very much, Spacewalk, for sending this to us. And I already have a rider picked out for this. I think my woodworking friend, my construction worker's friend, his son, you'll probably want this pretty well. If not, I can find a commuter bike for him, because I think Spacewalk will want to send me a couple more bikes. I'm going to be like, hey, you sent me one, you have to keep sending them to me. So that's pretty much it. For what it is, for a kind of mini bike kind of bike, it does suspension really well. It does throttle really well. It does control really well. Braking is also pretty good, much better than my bike. And yeah, it's actually really good quality. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya. Wait, so it is M6. It says M5 on it, but it's an M6. Oh well.